So your strategy with amateur transitioning into man-child, the feature, what's on deck? What do you have planned?
Right. You know, the strategy of releasing amateur free online is really about, other than it being a long time since I've released a film that I directed, and just, you know, sort of having that that feeling of like, oh, good, this thing is out there, and, you know, I feel like that is worth a lot right there. But really the strategy is reaching the sports world and the basketball world. You know, this is a story that I think hasn't been told before. I'm talking about the feature, and I think there's a lot of interest in that as far as, you know, there's an ongoing suit against the NCAA from Sonny Vaccaro about should college athletes be paid. You know, I think a lot of people don't know how young the recruiting has gotten. I think a lot of basketball players have gone through this themselves. A lot of hooks in the basketball world. So the reason that I released it free online was to reach that world, and we're going to be releasing on YouTube and making sort of a second launch for the short to that end. And I would just say that you know, for anybody who's watching this, if you have you know, sports or basketball connections, you know, I think those are the people that I'm really trying to get in front of. So email me at ryan@manchildfilm.com, and, you know, I think really what, you know, to sort of talk about what we're doing with No Film School, that's the site exists for everybody to be helping each other, and I think the site is going to be more of that going forward as we redesign. And you know, it's amazing putting this out there and hearing from other filmmakers in the community, people saying, hey, I know this guy there, get in touch with him. Like, I've met great people that way, and, you know, the lesson has been that cold emails basically just go nowhere, and I get cold emails all the time. You know, the offshoot of that is that I know how to write them, at least. You know, I'm not writing 10 paragraphs and trying to make things very easy on people when I'm still not hearing back. So that's kind of the challenge. But the great thing about the filmmaking community is that, oh, this guy knows that guy, and they pass it on, and people really like your short, and then things are in motion because of that. So, you know, releasing amateur online has been just another example of sort of the community and the networking making something possible, and hopefully, you know, at the end of the day, that's going to be what makes this feature get made. Not just the crowdfunding and the Kickstarter and the No Film School audience, but also just filmmakers talking to each other and helping each other out is really, that's really what my site is all about. And hopefully, you know, at the end of the day, Man Child will be a good example of that too.